Right, just take a moment to get comfortable. Sitting tall. Getting that spine nice and upright to help the breath move easier through the body. Being steady in front of you. Just the tiniest little drop of the chin, lengthening out through the back of the neck. And just watching the breath as it is in your body today. And lift your gaze and just keeping that nice steady rhythm in the breath. Let's crisscross the legs the other way. And a little bit of warm up for the hips, hands onto the knees. We're taking Sufi rolls. Go towards the right knee with your chest and then forward and left and then back. Couple more. And then when you come upright again, go 3 in the opposite direction. And then come to your upright position when you're ready. Crisscross the legs the other way. Holding onto that front shin, camel rolls. Lift your chest up, lift your heart up and look up. Exhale, tuck everything in, turn your chin down and round your back. A couple more. Just kind of go at your pace. Take one more. And then come to that upright position again. Coming onto hands and knees for cat and cow. You can keep your towel in the middle of the mat. I would actually suggest that just for a little extra padding. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And starting with the up cat, tail up, heart up. And then the exhale for the tail down. A couple more. Inhale. And exhale. Next one, inhale. And exhale. And then neutral position. Grab your blocks, place them at the top of your mat, one on either corner, and you could just set your bolster off to the side if you've got it. Move your hands forward about one more hand distance, tuck your toes, tail up, lift your hips up and back, down dog. Then start to bend your knees, right knee bends, left heel comes down, and then switch sides. Do that a couple more times, right and left, and right. And left. And then just regular downward facing dog. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet, nice and easy. Rolled over once you get there. Hands to your shins. Inhale, lift your heart up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach your arms out to the side, rise up, reach your arms up, palms together and hands to the heart. And then just your arms beside your body, finding your Tadasana pose, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up for the upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale for the forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands to your shins, halfway lift, look forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Start to walk your hands forward, back to a forward plank pose. Tap the knees to the ground. Four-limbed step pose, coming down to the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bring your hands in front of your shoulders, elbows a little out to the side, and then start to lift your heart up. You can put your elbows on the ground for your first Cobra, Bhujangasana. Then lower your chest down, hands beside the chest. Push yourself up and back, tuck your toes for downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal your feet right and left. Take one more round of that. And then regular down dog. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Taking that forward fold when the hands land beside the feet. Then hands to the shins to look forward. And exhale, fold over. Arms reach out to the side, reaching all the way up, palms up overhead, and then hands to your heart. Arms by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up, upward salute. Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands to the shin, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold and walk your hands forward into that plank position. Tap the knees to the ground, four-limb stack pose, coming down to the mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands in front of your shoulders, elbows a little bit lifted. Inhale, lift your chest. You can put your elbows down if you want. For Cobra, Bhujangasana. And then exhale, fold back down, hands beside your ribs, push yourself up, back, tuck your toes, go back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your knees down to the mat and then grab your blocks to the top of the mat. Holding on to the blocks at that medium height, step your right foot forward. And then just shift your body forward for the low lunge. Now we're going backwards. You can take your blocks with you. We're just going to go back and forth, straightening that front leg. First time you go back, it might not completely straighten. So just go a few times at your pace. And you decide where's the best place to place your blocks. And your front toe, you could lift the toe up or just keep it down. We're just kind of moving in and out. And then the next time you come forward, stay forward. Tuck your back toe, lift up your back knee, pop your back foot forward just the tiniest bit to make it feel a little more stable. Now think about that left inner thigh lifting your leg up in the air. So go ahead and lift the leg up, look up like you're doing a halfway lift with your heart. And then exhale, step your left foot next to your right. Keep your heart lifted like a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Look up again, send your right foot back, right knee down to the ground. Same idea, we're just going to go back and forth. First, just feel that shift forward, and then shift it back. And wherever you want to place your blocks is good. And you go at the pace that's just feeling right for you today. And if your front toe wants to lift, let that happen. And the next time you go forward, stay there, lifting that heart. Move your blocks forward just a tiny bit. Pick up your back knee and pop it forward a tiny bit more. to feel a little more stable in the feet, think about that right inner thigh, lifting your leg as you lift it up to hip height, heart up. Keep your heart lifted as you place your right foot next to your left. Lift and exhale, fold. Sweep your arms out to the side, rise all the way up, palms together, hands to the heart. Take a moment to breathe. Coming into chair pose. Utkatasana. So first, we're going to just send the knees forward and let them go in front of the toes. Kind of look down and see that they're in front of the toes and you're upright with your upper body. And now with your hands just pointing at the top of your knees, send your hips back to just sort of counterbalance that. Knees moving forward, your hips go back, so your knees are coming back with you as well. Still with a nice long spine here. You're not arching your back and you're not flattening the back. It's just sort of a neutral position in the hips. Reach your arms straight ahead. And then if it feels okay, come a little higher. And then reach your arms alongside the ears. If that's workable for you, you can also widen your arms a bit. Another big breath here. And then with an exhale, big swan dive down, straightening the legs. Hands land to the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Send that right leg back, right knee down. We're doing that same movement, moving back and forward, back and forward. 3 more times. Next time you go backwards, stay there. Move your blocks maybe with you. You might slide your left foot forward and lift up your left toes, and then let's just fold over. Slide your left foot back a little bit, place the foot flat to the floor, bring your blocks forward a little bit in front of that left foot. Pick up that right knee off the right foot forward a teeny bit. The inner right thigh is going to lift up your right leg, lift your heart, lift your leg. And then exhale, right foot next to the left. Big toes together, bend the knees, bend the hips, reach your arms forward, maybe a little bit upwards, maybe alongside the ears, back to Asana chair. And then exhale, fold over, swan dive down. Lift your head, step your left foot back, left knee down. Move your blocks with you. We're shifting back and forward, back and forward. 3 more times. Last time you go back, hold it there. Maybe slide the right foot forward, lift the right toes, and fold over. Slide your right foot back a little bit to bend the knee, pick up that back knee, move your blocks in front of the right foot. The left inner thigh is going to lift that leg up, halfway lift. And then exhale, left foot next to right, big toes together. Start to take your seat down, bend your knees, reach your arms forward, or maybe up, back to chair, Utkatasana. Straighten your legs, reach all the way up. Virabhadrasana. Lift. And then arms by your side, Adasana. Taking the feet wide, coming down for a squat position. So if you like to have your feet at an angle, do that. Let's start by just shifting the hips back and putting the hands onto the knees, testing it out, and then put the elbows down. And then you can also, if your towel is just accessible, put them underneath your heels. That can be very helpful for the squat. And if your bum can go down, let it go down. You can also put a block underneath your seat. We're just going to hang out here for a little while. You can put your hands on the floor, or you can do hands at the heart. There's a bit of resistance between your arms and your legs pushing against each other. It's not a hard move, but it's just kind of waking up the muscles. Take a couple more breaths. And then place those hands down to the mat. Lift your hips up, let your head come down, forward fold. Wiggle the feet a little bit closer towards each other again. Hands to the shins, inhale, halfway lift. Put your hands on your hips, elbows up. Let's rise all the way back up to mountain. Now step wide on your mat. You can keep your towel in the middle and then just keep your blocks close by and feet parallel. And turning your right foot towards the top of your short end of your mat. And you're going to take your left foot a little over to the left, right foot over to the right. You're going to kind of sort of stop and start in these standing poses. Hands to the hips, keeping your legs straight. First, just reach your arms up. Inhale here, and then exhale, bend your front knee, finding your warrior one. In the warrior one, you could put your left hand on the inner left thigh and think about the inner left thigh moving backwards. And reach your left arm up. Arms down by your side, straighten out your front leg, parallel your feet again to the long edge of the mat. Taking the feet a little bit wider, turn that right foot out again. This time we're going to line up the front heel, imaginary line to the back arch of your back foot, about the middle of your back foot. Reach your arms up right here. Inhale, keep your chest facing the long end of the mat. And then bend your front knee right over the ankle. It can sometimes be helpful to lift your right heel to get your right knee a little bit closer towards the baby toe side. And then you put your right heel back down. And then arms reach out right and left. Straighten out that front leg, let the arms come down, reaching for one of your blocks. Your left foot is going to move up a little bit towards the right foot. Keep the leg straight. Block in your right hand, reach it up close to the ceiling. Left hand on the hip. And then reach forward, reach forward, reach forward, and then land the block to the ground. You're looking at your right foot. Tuck your right hip under you, like the sitting bone is pointing directly down to the ground. Now put your left hand on your shoulder and then turn your chest to face the long end of your mat, stacking your top shoulder with your bottom shoulder. You can keep your left hand on the hip or reach it up for full triangle. Think about what's going on with the back leg. How does the back ankle feel? Everything. Any adjustments are welcomed. Wherever you place your head, whatever is most comfortable for the neck is also the best for you. Left hand onto the hip. Bend your right knee. Turning to face the short end of the mat, left knee to the ground, hands to either side, blocks to either side of that right foot, and then shift back and straighten out that right leg, and shift that right foot forward so you can get lots of length in that right leg. Hands onto the blocks, inhale, lift up. And then exhale, fold over. Get a little more sensation. You can tighten that right knee, and then also as though you're pulling the right heel back, but it's not actually moving. Just a bit of tension in the muscles, strengthening and stretching at the same time. Inhale, start to lift your heart up, pull your right foot back, pick up your back knee, spin your back heel down, turn your right block to the highest height with your right hand just to the outside edge of that right ankle, left hand on the hip. We're looking at the right foot. Now we're going to turn the chest to face the long end of the mat, open up the upper body, and then the left arm reaches straight towards the back of the mat. The left arm is going to sweep forward and over your foot. And if this feels like it's a little too much, you can always put your right elbow on that right knee. Gaze towards your right foot, bring your left hand down, right hand down, turn to face that right foot again. Place the left knee down. This time we're more in a 90-90 position with the legs. Reach your right arm forward and up and back, and left arm forward for a twist. If it feels a little bit wobbly, maybe just press down through your feet. Get a little more grounded. And then both hands land to the block. Lift up that left leg. We're turning around to that long end of the mat. And then we're going to bring our blocks with you as we take the hands to the hips. Come on up, rise up. We'll do the other side. The left foot now is going to do the short end of the mat. And take your time to position your feet so that they are left and right as much as possible on the mat. Your right hand goes to the inner right thigh and just directing that inner thigh as though it's going backwards. And yeah, you can just leave your blocks where it's close by. You want them a little bit more over towards the left foot. Reach your arms up, rise up with the arms, and then bend your front knee for that warrior one. You want to lift up that right heel, give a little wiggle up the knee, left and right, to find that just right spot, and then place your heel back down. Really strong through that back heel. And then the arms come down by your side, straighten that left leg, turn to face the long end of the mat, going wider with the feet, changing the position of the feet, left foot straight ahead, left heel lines up with the middle of that right foot. It can be a bit of an angle on that right foot as well. Let's reach the arms straight up first, and we're positioning our chest to the long end of the mat, and then go ahead and bend that left knee. You can lift up the heel, do a little wiggle, the heel back down, and then reach your arms forward and back. Warrior two. And straighten out that left leg, and arms come down. Let's grab one of those blocks. Wiggle the right foot forward a little bit. Left hand grabbing the block, reaching that left arm up, put your right hand on your hip. And then reach forward, and then land the block to the outside of the left ankle. You're looking at the left foot. Put your right hand on your right shoulder, and then open up your chest to face that long end of the mat. You put your hand back on your hip or reach it up. And then where does your neck feel most comfortable? Looking up, forward, or down. Right hand to the hip, start to bend your left knee, face forward, grab both your blocks, put your right knee to the ground, blocks to either side of the left foot, slide the left foot forward, straighten the left leg, and lift your left toes, and as though you're pulling the left heel back and your hip back, and then go ahead and fold over. You can tighten your kneecap to get a little bit more stretch into the hamstring. Inhale, start to lift your heart up, pull your left heel back, bend your left knee, pick up your right knee, spin your right heel down, left block to that left ankle at the highest height. Right hand to the hip, turn your chest to face the long end of the mat. Your front arm and your front shin support each other. Reach your right arm towards the back end of your mat, and then sweep the right arm in front of you and over the ear. If that feels like it's a little bit too much, you can put your left elbow on the left knee. Turn to face your left foot, both hands come down to the block. Turn to the short end, put your right knee to the mat, and you're in your 90-90 position at this place. Right arm is going to reach, left arm is going to reach forward and up and all the way back, and right arm reaches forward. For the twist. And then both hands land back to the block. Lift up your right knee, turn to face that long end of the mat again. Hands, blocks underneath your hands. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lifting your heart a little higher. Take your feet where they feel comfortable, but you're working a little bit. Your toes can be pointing in a teeny bit. And then exhale, if you can, bring your elbows down to your block. And if you say, no, maybe not today, you can make a letter T. You take your highest height for one block, and then you just place the other block on top, just to get your elbows a little closer, to, the blocks closer towards you. Now you're starting to lift up, lift your heart, put your hands to the floor, and then wiggle your feet towards each other. And we're just going to bring ourselves down to the knees, face the short end of your mat. You can move your blocks to the side, and then bring your legs forward. Crisscross your legs, hands to the knees. We're going to do our Sufi rolls again, going towards the right side, forward, and left. Two more. And when you come upright, take 3 in the other direction. In your upright position now, and bring your feet, soles of the feet together. And you just find that comfortable place for you. You want it far away, you want it close, see what works for you. Grabbing the shins or the ankles. We're going to keep our hands off the feet. Let the feet just relax. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, a little bit of a tilt forward and fold over. Think about the spine reaching, tail going back, head going forward. Inhale, lift up your chest again, hands to either side. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, side bend towards the left. You can bend your left elbow. Inhale, reach that right arm back up and down. Left arm reaches up, side bend towards your right. Inhale, reach back up, both hands down, hands to either side of the knees to bring the knees together. Grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, don't worry about it. Going to put the strap on that right foot and just straighten up your right leg. Left leg can stay bent. Hold on, you're resisting, you're pushing your foot into the strap and you're pulling your strap towards you. And that's going to slowly take us down. You bring your right leg with you. Slowly, slowly, resist with your foot so you come down nice and softly. And then if you feel you need to readjust that towel underneath you, you can get rid of it or you can just put it under your hip. And we want to find a place where our right leg is going to be straight. So it might be helpful to sort of take it down a bit, get the leg straight. Grab a hold of both sides of your strap with your left hand. Make that horseshoe shape with your right hand. Put it at the very top of the leg bone, and then bring that right leg towards you. So wherever the leg is straight, you start to bend your knee, then just back up a bit. And you want to think about pulling your toes down and pushing your heel up. You can straighten out your left leg as well. Just breathe here. Stays active with the heel pushing up and the toes pulling down. It can be helpful if the strap is actually on the ball of the foot. If you don't have a strap, no worries, just hold on to the back of your leg. Right, we're going over towards the right side and anchor your left leg with your left hand. A little bit of a right hand turn with your right foot. So we're activating the inner thigh and the right leg goes over to the right, but only to that place where you don't start tipping. Your left hip stays anchored to the ground. For me, what I do is I put my right elbow on the ground, kind of make a bit of a shelf there. So it's anchoring on something, I'm pulling the strap towards me, but I'm also pushing the foot away. And you don't have to have your leg touch the ground. It's just about opening the inner thigh. Let's come out by bending the right knee and then bring the leg in front of you. Switch your feet, put your left foot inside the strap, right foot to the floor. Keep your right knee bent for now. Send your left leg away so that it's completely straight. Make the horseshoe shape with your hand. Take it to the very top of the leg bone. And then bring that leg closer towards you, just to the place where your leg can stay straight. Move the left hand. And do that bit of a resistance. Pull the strap towards you. Push the heel to the ceiling. But with you pulling the strap, you also don't want to like strain the shoulders. It's not a big, competition. Let the shoulders relax, and you can straighten out that right leg. That feels okay. And if you straightened out that right leg, put the right hand on the thigh, anchor it down. Take that little tiny left hand turn with the left foot, taking the leg out to the left. So the amount that feels comfortable for you. And I put my elbow on the ground for a shelf. Keeping that right hip anchored. Bit of a tone in the belly. Bend the left knee. Bring the knee towards you, let your strap go, take it over to the side, and just straighten out both your legs for a breath or two. Put your feet to the floor, lean over to one side, doesn't matter what side, pushing yourself back up again. And put your towel underneath your seat for a little bit of height. Legs straight ahead. Let's grab those blocks. Bring the right knee in, right foot down, right knee out to the side. And it may have shifted your left hip a little bit more than the right. So let's pull the left hip back to even out the hips. Hands to either side of that left foot. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Maybe you can put the elbows onto the block. Start to lift your heart up, lift your torso up, bring your right knee up with you. And with your right knee pointing straight up towards the ceiling, lean a bit over to the left side. You might even put a bend into your left knee. You're going to grab the left side of the foot, baby toe side with your right hand. And then if you can, straighten out your left leg. And you're pushing your foot forward, but you're pulling your hand back. Getting a nice stretch on that right side. Let's release that, let go. And now still leaning over towards the left side. Can you tuck your right foot behind you and the knee goes over towards the right, that hurdler stretch. So it's a bit of a V position between the legs. It's a bit more of a deeper forward fold. Face the left leg and then use your blocks. And you can place your forearms on the block. Inhale, start to lift back up again, lean towards the left, bring that left foot forward again. Comes to the inside of that left knee, wrap the left arm around, we're going for a twist, right arm reaches up and back behind you, landing to the ground, in the spine long, keep the right leg hugging in. Gaze forward, release out of the twist, both legs straight ahead. Blocks to the right side, left knee bends, left knee out to the side. Pick up your right hips or pull it back a little bit, even out your hips so they're both square. You put a block to either side of the right leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold towards, reaching head towards the toes. Inhale, start to lift up, leaning a little bit over, nose, bring up that left knee, lean a bit over towards the right, bend your right knee a little bit, grab the right baby toe with your left hand, and then if you're able to, straighten out your right leg, push your foot forward, pull your hand back, opening up that left rib cage area between the armpit and hip. Softly let that go, rise back up again. Left foot goes behind you, left knee goes over in a diagonal line, and you're in that letter V position with the legs. Hands on the blocks to either side of that right leg. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. The elbows come to the block. Inhale, start to lift yourself back up again, lean to the right to get that left foot landing beside that right knee. And then sit up tall, wrap the right arm around the left knee. Left arm reaches forward, up, and lands back behind you. Bring your gaze forward and then release out of that twisted position and face the short end of the mat. And keep your towel underneath you if you'd like. We're coming down to the elbows. Grab a block, put your head down, feet on the ground, knees bent. Lift your hips up, place the shortest height underneath your hips, put your hips back down. And you can just rest here, or you could try straightening out one leg, keep the leg active with the toes up and the knee up, and then just kind of test that out. Do you need to tone your belly a little bit? Does it feel okay in the low back? And then let's just switch sides, just test out the other side. And if that feels okay, you might want to try both legs. And now if you've got those legs straight, put one foot to the floor and the other. Put your feet down to the ground, lift your hips, slide the block out, put your hips back down. Just a very quick hip opener, figure four, right knee in, right ankle on left knee, bring the left leg in, pull it in, push the right foot against the left knee. Release that, and we'll just go ahead and switch the sides and really actively push the foot into the knee as you pull the knee towards you. And then release from there, rolling over to one side again. We're coming back up to seated. Okay, final pose. So if you happen to have a bolster, you're going to use it. You put one block at the top where your head is going to be, and the bolster is propped up for your spine. If you don't have a bolster, just stack up two blocks, a little bit of space in between them. The one that's closest to the end, you're going to lift it up to the higher height. Bottom one is going to be at the lowest height. And then I like to just have a little bit of padding, throw it over. Same idea. Your back is away from your props. And then you're slowly going to bring those elbows down. You might have to do a little readjusting with the blocks. And then your reward, let go. You can have the feet wide, knees touching, or if it feels okay, legs straight, feet fall off to the side. Really take your time and make sure you're as comfy as you could possibly be. I'm going to hang out here for at least 2 minutes. just keep your breath nice and soft. Stay here for 1 more minute. Begin to deepen the breath a little bit, bringing a little teeny bit of movement in the body with that breath. If you're ready to make a little more movement, maybe it's a wiggle, fingers and toes. Maybe it's a big giant stretch. And finding your own way to roll over to the side. Carefully, maybe just rolling off your prop. Keep your gaze down as you push yourself back to your seated position. And close your eyes once you get there. Take your time. And slide to the thighs. Inhale to turn your palms up. Exhale, bring those palms together, hands to the heart, bow your head to your heart. Open your eyes, hands back to the thighs, gaze, thighs. Thank you, namaste.